And sealed. No more containment breach. Victory. Hello there, Site 42 staff. Alex, good to see you in the chat. Wonderful of you to join us and to be a member, of course. Selena, hello. Critter class. Haha, funny stream name. You know it. This is an exceptionally quick coffee break. I have a grand total of 30 minutes at the maximum, but I can't break the streak. I'm chatting with you guys every day, at least a little. So we are here for a little bit of time. The director wants to know what Marshall, Carter, and Dark is. Well, they are an anomalous auction house that sells fancy anomalies to rich people. On top of which, they also seem to run gentlemen's clubs that serve like anomalous parties and stuff like that for the rich. But it's the auction house is the main thing. I think the parties and the gentlemen's clubs are like a secondary venture, so to speak. What is going on here? There. Dr. Act. My thoughts on 420-J is it's a heck of a good time if you can get some allocation of it. But of course, it's a limited supply. There's the growing tendencies. So, you know, it's a once in a while treat. That's all. Hey, Dr. Sherman, please read 5175. Jojo Jargon, are you serious? That is literally one of my favorite SCPs. The Death Knife? Love that guy. It's hilarious. I already know that one. I tell you guys at the end of every stream to read that one because it's one of my favorites. Good to see you, Cyrus. Ansen, bonsoir to you well, and thank you for being a member as always. Da, 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 da. Pure Vanilla Cookie, this is a shout out for you. Congratulations. Who's its host director? I don't actually know who runs Marshall, Carter, and Dark. Except for, you know, the three people, Marshall, Carter, and Dark. They are, in fact, the proprietors of that establishment. But if there's a particular one of them that's a more present host, or if there's an underling who's like the host of the auction, I don't have that information off the top of my head. Amber, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being a member. And DEEZ what, doctor? I don't know. I don't know. I was just typing in some information in the YouTube database for Site 42, and apparently there's some DEEZ running all over this place. There was a containment breach of DEEZ. And so all we could do is secure, contain, and protect the DEEZ. Otherwise, we'd have a lot of problems. Jonathan, thank you for your first donation of the day, as well as being the first donation of today's coffee break. Make sure to grab yourself this button isn't working. There we go. Make sure to grab yourself let's call it a hearty burrito on your way past the commissary. So about my Ravnica expedition, I went to the gate that seemed to be of silver and bronze, and everyone here is some kind of spellcaster. Apparently these people say there are 10 guilds. Interesting, we have one of those thaumaturgical universes. Gotcha. All right, keep investigating, keep on the down low, don't raise suspicions, and see what you can funnel our way so that we know how to deal with them. Maybe we can just, lock the door and keep them in there, but dimensional witcheraffery when you're dealing with spellcasters. So it's a whole deal with the serpent's hand. There's only so much we can do when they can make portals appear out of nowhere. Not all of them can make portals appear out of nowhere. Don't let me scare you. Only some of them can. So there's that. If 5175 is one of your faves, can you tell me if you listen to the Vocaloid 5175 song on YouTube? A what? A what? Is this someone calling themselves SCP-5175, but it's not the real SCP-5175? Because the real SCP-5175 is a weeaboo mall cop who gained possession of a ancient Japanese sword that contains the soul of a dead samurai that taught him how to... Oh, it's a Moroccan knife, sorry. It's an ornate Moroccan knife, although it contains the soul of a dead samurai, that's true. See, here is the knife, the death knife, and here is its wielder. So, you know, what are you talking about, 5175 Vocaloid? Should I be scared? I'm going to YouTube, but I'm afraid of what I might find. Twisted Shadow Studios, thank you for becoming a member here at Site 42 as a level 1 researcher. We appreciate your service as well as your membership. Now, back to my being very, very afraid. So I need to go to YouTube for this. I'll scroll the chat while that loads. My data pad is a little slow. It could use an upgrade. Zero, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some cheesy poofs on your way past the commissary. What's DEEZ? Do they need to be contained? Yes, we need to secure, contain, and protect the DEEZ. That is what's happening right now. The DEEZ must be contained. SCP-5175 Vocaloid. All right, well, this is a SCP_music death knife, SCP-5175 image song. It doesn't say Vocaloid anywhere, so there's that. Is that what you're talking about? Anyways, let's see what the SCP Death Knife song is. All right, that does sound. This does sound like what I imagine 5175's wielder would listen to. Site 42, good to see you in the chat. Or Site 44, good to see you in the chat. Doing all right, listening to some 5175 music. Death knife, nice. Death knife. I can make it bigger. All right, that's actually pretty hyper. That's actually kind of sick. Can't lie. I like the vibes there. I can't read your username because I am a heathen American who knows no other languages. So at Awaken P1031 is the creator of this sick track. I'm just doing that thing I have to do nowadays where I go on the internet and make sure that there's no AI involved with the creation. There doesn't seem to be. And as well, it seems like they've released this during the proper Creative Commons. So even better, we stand. Death knife, death knife. That's pretty sick. Jonathan, thank you for donating again. The people of this region seem to be talking about some Nivmizet or something. Seems like they could be a deity of some sort. Oh, well, since most deities that we discover turn out to be real and very Angry? Make sure you don't get on the wrong side of that one, huh? Brennan, you have the D's that need to be contained? Excellent. I have not seen the D's. I'm not exactly aware what they are, but I hear they need to be contained. So if you've got them, throw them in a box. We're good to go. Contain those D's. Yeah, the song is fire. Consider me surprised. I don't know a lot of SCP music out there in the world. So the more there is, I am on board. I wonder what it sounds like in the original Japanese, because this says that there's a Japanese translator. So there must be a Japanese edition of this, which is probably also super cool. Dark Red, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being a member. Scrolling to the bottom here. Boom, boom. Sherman, I'm thinking of making a mechanical ant SCP, but I think it'll be downvoted. I mean, I don't see why a mechanical ant in concept can't be successful on the wiki. But the thing is, you just can't say SCP blah blah blah, it's a mechanical ant, and that be the end of it. There needs to be some anomalous effects that make it super spooky to people. It needs to have a tragic backstory that makes you sympathize with it. It needs to have a breach event that causes a cool action scene to happen. It just can't breach and kill like 50 people. That's not good enough. It needs to like have an adventure and things happen, and it creatively evades capture, and then it builds extras of itself like 1048 did, the Builder Bear. But then somehow something stops it and we're able to recontain it, or it breaches containment and gets away. You gotta think not just what the anomaly is, but what it does and how it does it in the boundaries of an SCP story. Then, I mean, I am a proponent that there's no such thing as a bad idea. There is only bad execution. Obviously, some ideas you're gonna have to work really, really hard to make work because they're iffy ideas. But any idea can be done with good enough execution. It's just certain ideas require a lot more skill in execution. So do your best, write your story. Remember, it's a story, not just an item in a dungeon master's monster manual. And the most important thing, write it, get the job done. Julie, thank you for subscribing to Site 42. Welcome to the stream. Drowsy, hello, you made it. Thank you for being here as well as being a member. The Boogeyman, I teach swing dancing. We boogie all day and we woogie all night. The boogie woogies are endless. Drowsy, we won't see you because of tech. Well, that's still awesome that you're at tech. So yeah, don't watch us while you're doing important things. Take care and have a good show. Break some legs. Darian, think about what you asked. Everyone, think about what Darian asked. Darian asked, and I want you to consider my answer. What might my answer be to the question, can we kiss the SCPs? Does anybody have an idea of what I might say to the question, can you kiss the SCPs? What might my response be? No! Fraternizing with the anomalies. It is crystal clear. It always has been. The anomalies are... No, Josh! Technically, no. Not technically, yes. Sir Trey, I wish. I know you do. And yet, request denied. We do not fraternize with the anomalies. They are here to be contained, not for your smooching. Sheeny, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being a member. Dark Red, yes, I am in fact familiar with the television program known as Doctor Who. I watched up until partway through the Capaldi seasons, but I got a little bored with the writing, and so I bowed out. I'm interested in catching up someday, but when I'm less busy. O51, good to see you in the chat, and thank you for your donation. Make sure to grab yourself a stop by the Korean barbecue section of the commissary on your way past. To all personnel, site 1 to site 59 will be reality relocated. When your site resynchronized with reality, please get to medical for a checkup. Sherman, prepare the site reality transport teleport briefcase. To all personnel, site 1 to site 59 will be reality relocated. When your site resynchronized with reality, please get to medical for a checkup. Sherman, prepare the site reality transport teleport briefcase. That's Overseer, that's a lot of words. That is okay. The reset will happen, so when that happens, we will track it. Jason Vorheen, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some apricots on your way past the commissary. Mind if I press this big red button? There's a sign not to press it, but can I? It was kind of hard to get to. Let me, for just one moment, go in the SkipNet database and scroll to SCP Big Red Button. This is very cheery music for a dour subject. SCP-001-J, the Big Red Button. So, the rule is, do not touch the big red button. SCP-001 is a big, red, shiny, strangely appealing button that just begs to be pushed? No, that is deleted because it's wrong. It is a self-destruct mechanism that Foundation scientists believe is a powerful enough anomaly to destroy reality itself, consisting of a circular red button set into a metal case. It does not look like candy. The mechanism by which SCP-001-J operates is not fully understood, but it would not be awesome to find out. So you know what you have to do. Not press the button. Richard, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself an avocado on your way past the commissary. Hey Doc, hope your stream goes well. You know, we're having a nice little coffee break so far, as long as Jason doesn't touch the button. Otherwise, we're chilling. Yeah, we're just gonna press timeout on that one. I want nothing to do with that statement. Goodbye. Rosie, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being a member. And make sure to grab yourself a Bermonster bucket of ice cream on your way past the commissary. Hello, doctor. Here's some basic info on my SCP idea. SCP-8803, my number of choice, is an anomalous anthropomorphic creature, once human experimented on, made to be a killing machine. Basic info for now. Well, we do have a lot of anomalies that used to be human until they were no longer human. You could do a lot with that. There's a good emotional crux in there. I mean, Dr. Wondertainment's Little Misters is a great example of, usually it's people being turned into monstrosities. So you just have to, you get a little of that pathos, you make the ability interesting, you make their personality pop. Yeah, you can get something with that. Good luck. Jonathan, thank you for donating again. I just saw what appears to be a fucking dragon fly overhead. Why are there dragons in this world? I want one as a pet. Sorry for my outburst. Listen, we all think dragons are cool. Everyone here thinks dragons are cool. That's just a fact. If you don't think dragons are cool, you're obviously insane. So, That is not how it goes. So yes, I don't blame you, but they are anomalous. We have to be careful with them. So they should be contained, not padded. Savannah, thank you for becoming a Site 42 subscriber. Welcome to the Site 42 staff. 051, thank you for donating again. Don't touch the red button. It is the Foundation Multiverse Emergency Distress Call. Oh, they're at that red button. Okay, not the other red button. You know what? Can buttons be another color, please? There's just so many buttons, and they're all red. Why does it need to be a red button? Why does it need to be a big red button? That's just so stereotypical, and we can't tell all of our big red buttons apart. Please, for the life of me, can I have a medium-sized green button? Can I have a yellow button with sparkles? Anything but red buttons at this point. What is happening? Well, cry emoji, we are having a delightful coffee break before we all get to our day jobs, and I'm answering your SCP Foundation queries. Scrolling down. Origami, you made it to the stream. We're keeping up the streak, you're right. The streak must not fall. This is a short one, but we're still here. Out here looking like the easy button for Staples. You know it, Sheeny. It is stereotypical, it's not necessary. Change it up. Cyrus, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a ice cool glass of melonade on your way past the commissary. It's me, your favorite anomaly, most annoying. Just wanted to say I'm coming to you straight from the Chaos Insurgency again, and sign language. Well, if you're coming to us, you're going to be contained, so that actually works great for me. Please, make your way here. I would love to gently coax some Chaos Insurgency secrets from your annoying buttocks. So, come forth. What could possibly go wrong for you? Jason, thank you for donating again. 051, I meant the shiny 001-J button. Of course you did. Of course you picked the worst button. Have you considered not picking the worst button? Why don't you go press the minuscule black button that makes Freddy Fazbear's nose go honk? You can pick that button. That's a way better button. You should pick that button. Go find the black nose button that makes it go It'd be funny and safer for all of us. Silken Emperor, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself an iced tea on your way past the commissary. Where do we go to get our long, specific questions answered? I don't know, because long, specific sounds nebulous. I try to answer questions that are in donations to the best of my ability, what I can do on the fly here on a stream. But I don't have time to actively do research into things. Otherwise, obviously, that would be one question for like an hour, and everyone would just be waiting for that. So I don't have a system for that, unfortunately. You can put it in a shower thoughts video, if it's a shower thought. If you put in a shower thoughts video comment, I might pick it up there. It's just that there's so many, so you have to have a really good question that makes me go, oh, that's a fun one. Jennifer, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Go get some chocolate-covered cherries on your way past the commissary. Narinjas, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some You should grab yourself some Orange Julius on your way past the commissary. You need some face sunblock cream and some 999. Well, while hanging out with 999 would be nice, you guys are just going to have to get used to this on screen where you're seeing my human face. I have Irish descent, and so if I laugh or get excited in any way, my face turns red as a tomato. I have not had any sun exposure. In fact, thanks to my broken frickin' foot, I haven't really been outside very much. But if it's just a little bit warm, or if it's just, if I get excited about something, my face goes, and so I can't help that. That's just my face. Sheeny, thank you for your first donation for today's stream as well as being a member, of course. Make sure to grab yourself some coffee on your way past the commissary. Everyone, if you want to press a button, find the one on the coffee maker and press that. Facts. Preaching facts, spitting facts right now. Wonderful plan. Imperil, thank you for gifting a Site 42 membership to a random chatter. Whoever gets that membership, make sure to thank Imperil. Oh, I got to catch up, and we are close to ending stream. My gosh, coffee break is almost over. How do we get you to do reaction videos? Silken Emperor, it seems like, I thank you for donating again, first and foremost. Reaction videos. I don't have a set way for that. I just kind of scroll through videos and find ones that interest me. So I can't react to everything I'm tagged in because there's so many people tagging me in things. There's not really a good method for this because I am just like on one guy on the production side. So I guess the best thing you can do is pose a question that inspires a really big video or make a video that prompts me to react in a way that's very interesting to me, which you don't know me as a human being outside of your phone, so it's kind of a guessing game. On my shorts, I do a lot of reactions. It's just hard to keep up with everyone who tags me, so I only react to ones where I can like really put something useful forward. Oh my gosh, I gotta go, and you guys are donating and donating. I'm gonna try and answer quick. Noel, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some Slim Jims on your way past the commissary. Jason, thank you for donating again. But I love red. No, okay, I get another one. Yes, get another one. Another safer button, please. Ikalum, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some Laffy Taffy on your way past the commissary. Do you think the Lovecraftian gods like Cthulhu or Nyarlathotep could be contained or terminated, or would it be better to leave them alone? They are basically on the same tier as Scarlet King, which is we try to keep them out of our universe in general. If we can keep them out, we don't have to deal with them. And so that's the best case scenario. If they start to come in and, they form a cult, they get a thing going, then we try to contain the cult so it doesn't spread. If the entity shows up, there's not a lot we can do. I mean, without going into the cheat codes like reality anchors and thaumaturgical spells and stuff like that. And even thaumaturgical spells don't go that hard most of the time. So it is a prevention rather than a defending. If we keep them away, we don't have to worry about dealing with them. Physider, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some riboflavin on your way past the commissary. Should intermittent vengeance arm again his red right hand to plague us? Well, should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? I mean, I think the answer to both is yes. Overseer, thank you for a bloody generous donation. Make sure to grab yourself a... You know what? I'm giving you a gift card to Crapplebee's. You enjoy yourself. You don't got to go to the commissary at all. You're going to Crapplebee's tonight. They're doing karaoke. You sing your heart out. That button is the Site 19 Warheads button. As for all, the red button on the main AI control node in Site 1 are the direct line encrypted comms between sites, and the shiny button is in my office. Plus, we did you the briefing during your visit. Well, yes, that's that button, but it's not the button they were working on. It's a different button. There's just so many buttons, Overseers. You know what I mean. We have buttons for days. Spindicator, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a pack of candy cigarettes on your way past the commissary. Hi, I have that same pen. Does it work well for you? It gets the job done. It's a solid workhorse of a pen. And of course, the rubber coating makes it easier for the spinning, which I very much appreciate. Christopher, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a plate of chicken tenders and fries on your way past the commissary. SCP-682, I've eaten Bob the D-Class. Bob, no! We've got to save Bob from the lizard stomach. We have to do surgery on the lizard. Physider, thank you for donating again. Insurgency W, insurgencies never W. That's not how it works. They never dub. We know that for a fact. They are constant L's. Dark Red, thank you for, I think, your first donation to today's stream. While you have been answering donations, I have made every button in Site 42 a big red button. Good luck. Damn it, Dark Red! I am being exploited. My weaknesses are being laid out for bear, only to cause my downfall. You monster. Grab yourself some pixie sticks at the commissary, and I hope you feel proud of yourself. Noel, thank you for donating again. Classified info. I'm in debt to Vodafone £10. The Chaos Insurgency has stolen SCP-500. That's a lot. How do you owe the Vodafone SCP £10? I didn't even realize, well, I guess I did realize it was alive. Well, you're gonna have to pay it back. Meanwhile, the Chaos Insurgency doesn't have SCP-500. Don't worry about that. That was a facsimile, a placebo we laid on hand as a trap. Just wait. It's going to be funny. Silent Follower, thank you for donating as well as being a member. Just woke up from a long nap. What flowers on your shirt? Also, hi. Well, grab yourself some Tostino's pizza rolls on your way past the commissary. I honestly don't know. I got this shirt as a gift from a student, and it's a very nice shirt, and it fits very well. I think it looks pretty dapper. And so, yeah, I guess it maybe looks like an orchid. That's just a guess, though. Christopher, thank you for donating again. I turned the buttons back to normal. Oh, thank God. We need all the help we can get. All right, I have to get to work for my coffee break here. We are not done testing for the day, so I've got to go really quick. I got to list out my favorite SCPs, which, of course, are not my SCPs that I've written because that would be cheating. Instead, you can read my SCPs at the Sherm's SCP author page and Site 42 Hub. It's on the SCP Wiki. I hope you enjoy them, and while you're there are links to my Patreon and channel memberships and Ko-Fi donations and all that. So if you want to help out Site 42 grow bigger and stronger and make better SCP videos and content in the future, you can help us out that way. Feisiter, again, there's no insurgency W's. That just don't even consider that to be possible because it's not. The idea that there could be insurgency W's is an SCP. It's so anomalous and abnormal. Anyways, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are 3999, 3043, 008-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5175, 5320, and 8980 with a huge content warning because that one's freaky. Woofy Joseph, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Go get a Capri Sun on your way past the commissary. One more time too, 3999, 3043, 008-J, Spooky-J, 5175, 5031, 5320, and content warning, SCP-8980. It's a doozy. Also, I guess check out the SCP-5175 song because that was cool on YouTube. And just a quick announcement before I go, I have been informed that Desk is currently streaming on Twitch. So if you want to go visit Desk, you can go to the Desk SCP on Twitch and catch up with him. Meanwhile, I've also been told that, hold on. Oh, I've got to do the other name. Boom. Oh gosh, I have to go, but I have to tell you this first. I have to go, but I have to tell you this first. Datapad, stop lagging. I need your help more than ever. We are running out of time, out of time, out of time. Would you please catch up with me? I am gonna die. Theoretically, not literally. Maybe literally. Gosh, I hope not. Come on, what are you doing to me? I was told that Dr. Gears is streaming D&D. And so, the idea is that you can go watch Dr. Gears stream on Twitch. The problem is I don't know the username, and it's not showing us it's not showing me where they're at. I believe it's something like Dr. Gears Presents on Twitch, or Gears Presents on Twitch. But you should check that out because it's pretty cool. Oh, I found it. Yes, it's twitch.tv Gears Presents. And it's starting in about 7 p.m. Eastern Time. 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch at Gears Presents. Dr. Gears will be doing tabletop RPGing with a group of other people. So, check out Clef now, and check out Gears Presents. Drowsy, you're already on it. I should have been paying attention to you instead of trusting my stupid data pad. You're so on the game. So, check out the Death Knife song, check out the Desk SCP on Twitch now, and check out Gears Presents on Twitch later at 7 p.m. I've been Dr. Theron Sherman. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. Death Knife! Death Knife! Death Knife was a man. A man, maybe he was a knife man. Or maybe it was just a knife. But it was still Death Knife! Death Knife!